Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of One Man Stream. In today's episode, I'm going to show you my studio conversion that I've been working on for a while. This is what we started out with, was more of an unfinished storage room. And as you can see, I'm still trying to do my weekly tutorials in this crammed-in storage room. For long-time viewers, you might remember this.
And welcome to the long-awaited episode 2 in this series. And I do apologize. I'm currently totally redoing my studio here at home.
And that was back November 27th, 2021. And again, this is what it started out as. It was an area where it was pretty much a catch-all. I had all my streaming equipment in there, but this is what it looks like in the final version. And it's been a long time coming, and I'm really excited to share this with you today. Now, this was my inspiration right here. This is a production trailer that I put together about 2 years ago. It was pre-COVID, and that's my inspiration for the studio that you're going to see today. And this is a video right here that I took last football season when I was doing our first remote production from home. And it's really kind of cool. You're going to see right here coming up, that's actually a live SRT feed from the field that we're doing the production for. And this is some of the equipment that I have. That's our Facebook page. I was sending some things out. That's the UTC that I use to run the vMix production. That is my tweet deck where I kind of keep up with what's going on in the world of high school football while I'm doing the production. And then that was an NFHS really poor production that I was viewing there. This is the very beginning. This is the framing that took place back in November of 2021. And this is just getting things roughed in and anchored in. And at the top there, you can see some of the soffits coming together. And that's where I'm going to have some recessed lighting later on. And again, that's what we started off with. Everything just kind of crammed in one space and no organization at all. And there's my green screen over to the right. And here's some of the rough wiring that's starting to go in. You can see the Ethernet cable laying there in the bottom left. And then you can see that I've routed it all over this area so that I can make a lot cleaner presentation. The drywall hanging started back in March, and I had my brother and someone from work to come and help me with that. And we were doing a pretty good job, but it was going very, very slowly. I don't have time to work on it during the week, so it was on the weekends only. And it was taking me quite a while to get to where I wanted. And those are some more pictures of the drywall. And this is about the time that I was really getting bogged down with other things, and it looked like the project was going to come to an end, and I realized I was going to have to get someone to help me professionally. So I had someone come in to do the finishing of the drywall, and this guy did a fantastic job for me. It took him about a week. He actually kind of sandwiched me in between two other bigger projects that he had, and the drywall that he did turned out really well. And then I also had him spray on a texture, and that helps a little bit with the acoustics in the room. It helps keep down some of the echo, and it kind of helps to soundproof it a bit. And you'll be able to see the texture on some other views here in a little bit. That's the painting. My wife and I are actually a pretty good tandem. I do all the cutting in, and she does all the rolling, and you can see the texture there. And we knocked this out probably in a day. That is an accent wall that I put in. I found out after the fact that my wife absolutely hates accent walls. If she'd have told me that, I never would have put it in. And there's a long way shot of the space. You can see it's actually a pretty good space. It's about 30 feet long and 11 feet wide. And this is the view from the other end of the room. I do have a window there that can let in some natural light. And again, you can see the soffits hanging overhead where I've cut out for the recessed lighting that's going to go in a little bit later. Don't have that done yet. And this is when the flooring started going in. This flooring, I've used it before. It's a click and lock. It goes in very, very easily. I love it. It's very durable. It's going to last a lifetime. And that's what the floor looks like finished. And these are the desktops that I made. I took up woodworking several years ago when my kids were quite a bit younger, and it comes in handy from time to time. So I built 4 of those. They're about 2 feet wide and 6 feet long. And here I am making some of the connections. I have 16 Ethernet connections, a couple that are dual plates where I have 2 connections in one plate. Most of them are single plates, and that's our rack. I know already that I'm going to have to get a larger switch. And there is a picture of the finished space. I really like how it turns out. I've got 1 large monitor up. I'm going to put 2 more monitors in. There's the mount for the next one. And there's another view from the other end of the room. And then over to the left is where I do all the video editing now. And this is a video that I just took earlier today so that you can see the finished project. I'm sorry that it's kind of whited out a little bit, but you can see the full space and the full setup. The part right there to the left where they have the double monitor, that's where we're going to be doing replay. The 3 monitors there, that's my area where I'll do the production and all the switching and running the graphics. And that concludes our tutorial for today, which was our storage room studio conversion. I hope you found it interesting and informative. Please make sure you give us a thumbs up and a like if you like what we're trying to do here, and make sure that you do subscribe so that you'll be alerted as soon as new videos are posted. Thank you very much.